profilers. Listed in the top 100 bartenders in Australia, runner-up in the Hendrick's Hot Gin Punch, 2017 Woodford Reserve Cocktail Champ, and is just an all-round nice guy and hospitality saint. So he's going to be... So what we have going for you today, he's going to be taking through his cocktail entry, which actually ended up taking him all around the world. So he literally just stepped off a plane 10 days ago. You recovered? You hydrated? No? So guys, I'm going to hand it over to Boon and let him do what he does.
Thank you very much, Jesse. Yeah, there's very humbling words. And thanks to 100 Proof for putting this on. It's absolutely amazing. When Jesse said he was going to do something to, kind of further engage all the people in hospitality in the industry in regards to whiskies from around the world, I was jumping at the bit to get involved. So it's good to be here. As Jesse said, at the end of last year, I was lucky enough to have won the 2017 Woodford Reserve Manhattan Experience National Competition. And that took me onwards to Kentucky to go see the Woodford Reserve Distillery, and then to New York to go see some of the best bars in the world, and also watch the American finalists do their thing, which was just an amazing experience. This competition is going to roll around again this year, and I highly urge every bartender, whether you've been in it for a couple of days or you've been in it for a couple of years, to get involved, because the experience is just phenomenal. So today I'm going to show you the cocktail that kind of got me over there, and talk to you about the methodology behind the ingredients I use and the steps it kind of takes to come to fruition. So I base my drink around a Manhattan, mainly because I don't like Manhattans at all. Someone faints over there, a couple of people gasp. It's true, I don't really like drinking them, and mainly because I find them to be quite washy. So what I wanted to do was make a Manhattan that I'd like to drink in a bar, using kind of flavors that go with Woodford Reserve and kind of complement the Distiller Select appropriately. When I taste Woodford Reserve, I get like a lot of very floral notes. I also get a lot of spice aromatics and sweet aromatics like coffee, chocolate. I get dark cherry in there as well. And I also wanted to play with ingredients I'd never used before in a kind of really fun and quirky way. So let's start making it. First we'll start with a sweet vermouth aspect that obviously needs to go into a Manhattan to kind of make a Manhattan what it is. What I did was I rapid infused coffee beans within my sweet vermouth. Rapid infusion is pretty much using immense pressure to strip flavors from one ingredient and to kind of bypass it into another. I'm sure there's like a more scientific way of saying that, but I'm not that smart, so that's the way I talk about it. So we'll go 20 mils of our sweet vermouth. Now next, as I was saying, I get a lot of cherry from Woodford Reserve. This comes from the distillation process. This has nothing to do with the aging process. When I tasted the White Dog off the still in Woodford Reserve, all I got was like these really big, bright cherry notes. So what I did was I got like a nice cold pressed cherry juice that I then sweetened. So another 20 mils of this. So this adds like a nice bright layer to my cocktail. Perfect. Now an ingredient that I really wanted to use was umami in whiskey cocktails. Now umami is like that kind of new flavor that everyone's talking about. We associate it with MSG and like bad Chinese food, but it actually like becomes adamant in flavors like tomatoes. Create their own umami flavors, and so does Parmesan cheese. So another flavor that kind of does it is black garlic. Now black garlic's used in Korean cooking, but what it also goes really well with is flavors like coffee, like chocolate, and what I found out, also whiskey. So this is the part where I wanted to kind of give my drink a lot of texture, a lot of body, and a lot of like mouthfeel as well. So I created my own Amaro. So using blends of like a Werner and Amaro Montenegro, I then added a turbinado sugar syrup, so really dark, rich sugar syrup, and I blended some black garlic cloves, which is like fermented garlic, through that and then strained it off through a fine chinois. So this is nice and thick, and it's just got so much flavour. 20 mils of that. Perfect. Now I get to the big dog. So I'm using the Distiller Select, high rye content, mix of both column still and pot still distillation. It stands up really well with like massive flavours like chocolate, dark cherry, and also black garlic. We're doing about 50 mils of our whiskey, because this is a big drink. Perfect. Alright guys, now we're going to ice it up and stir it down, kind of creating just the right amount of dilution. Now, one thing I did was everyone always kind of like claps and cheers when you're like shaking cocktails in competitions. So I thought, why don't you do the same when you're stirring down a drink? So let's like get a big fucking round of applause. Cool, now I'm going to straight into my fine artisanal tasting glass, because my proper glass broke on the way here. But that's okay, because these glasses are great because they've got like that really short lip around it, so you can really get the smells of it as well. And just a little bit of orange. As I said, orange is a big part of all whiskey that comes through the aging process. We're going to just give it a little that over the top, around the side of the glass. And finally, with this drink, when you finish drinking it, what I found is like the last note that you got was that black garlic. And as I said, like it just kind of stays on your palate for so long. So what I thought would be cool is just grating some dark chocolate over the top of my drink. So when you took a sip, that dark chocolate would kind of stick to the lips of your mouth, or of your face, and then like you lick it off and it really complement that black garlic flavour. So we're just going to get some orange and dark chocolate just over the top of the drink there. Perfect. Now, as I said, this was kind of my interpretation of what I thought a Manhattan could be. And obviously New York is the Big Apple, so this drink's called the Big City Lights. There we go. Woo! Just grab it, somebody.